Welcome to Security Brief Nigeria. Please, if you're new here, kindly subscribe to our channel. After the US missile strikes, terrorist dislocation, regional spillover, and what comes next for Nigeria. The recent United States missile strikes on suspected Islamic State targets in northern Nigeria have triggered a major security ripples effects across multiple regions. While no confirmed terrorist casualties were recorded, intelligence and community reports suggest that strikes have disrupted terrorist networks, facing them or forcing them to relocate fragments and adopt new survival strategies. Okay, what are the key points here? US missile strikes. We have the tactical impact and strategic signal. The strike carried out with Nigerian government support hit farmland in Jabo, Tambuwa's local government in Sokoto. It also hit building in Ofa, Kwara State. Suspected Lakorewa hideouts in part of Sokoto axis. These are the key insights. Although no confirmed terrorist deaths were reported, the strike sent a strong deterrent message that known hideouts are no longer safe. Security experts agree. The psychological and operational shock matters more than body count. Terrorists in disarray, movement and fragmentation. Community leader in Tangaza, Gudu, and Ilela in Sokoto reported that bandits are abandoning camps. 2. Movement in smaller and scattered groups. 3. The attempt to cross into border and forest corridors. What could this mean? Terror groups are now prioritizing survival over coordination. So there are no more coordinated attack. So these are reducing their ability to plan larger scale attack, at least temporarily. We also have a spillover threat influx into Benue and Middle Belt. Yes, there's a major concern that emerged in Benue State. The chairman of the traditional council in Ware West local government area, Daniel Abomse, raised alarm over armed headers fleeing from Sokoto. 2. Movement into Ware West and Akatu local government areas. Presence of sophisticated weapons. What are the critical risks? Military pressure in one region may push insecurity into previously vulnerable but calmer areas, especially in the Middle Belt. This is known as terrorist displacement effect. Let's look at the security response. Nigeria is on high alert. Authorities in Sokoto confirmed that there's an ongoing intelligence assessment. There's an ongoing intensified border patrols. There's an ongoing joint federal and state security operations. Security analyst Basha Umar emphasized that there's a surveillance expansion in border local government areas, blocking escape routes before terrorists regroup. These are the key questions. Can Nigeria sustain this pressure nationwide, not just in strike zones? I don't think so. US expands surveillance. Note that Sambisa is back in focus. New intelligence reveals US ISR, intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance, aircraft operating over Sambisa forest. The focus on ISWAP cells in Borno State. What could this strategic meaning? This signals that US involvement may go beyond one strike into continuous intelligence support, reshaping counter-terror operation in Nigeria. Remember that expert has warned, new tactics, new danger. Security experts agreed terrorists are likely to blend into civilian populations, use religious propaganda, framing strike as attack on Muslims, seek international terror funding and alliances. They may also launch online disinformation campaigns. Kabiru Adamu warns Nigeria may become a border theater of terror competition if propaganda and recruitment are not countered aggressively. Okay, Professor Tao Usman, NDA, explained about the short-term gain and long-term vigilance requirement that terrorists are operating under fear and uncertainty. Planning cycles are disrupted. However, groups may go quiet temporarily, not defected. So let's look at the reality check. Foreign military support alone cannot end terrorism without these three key factors: strong local intelligence, community vigilance, lastly, sustained security reforms. Let's look at the final take. 1. US strike disrupted terrorist safe zones. 2. Terrorists are relocating, not eliminated. 3. Middle belt state face increased spillover risks. 4. Surveillance and intelligence are now more critical than ever. 5. Propaganda and civilians infiltrations are the next big threat. All right, that's end the news in details. We conclude that the missile strike may have shaken terrorist network, but Nigerians are now entered a more complex phase of the fight. Dislocated fighters are often more dangerous, desperate, and unpredictable. The coming week will test Nigerians' intelligent coordination, border security, and community resilience. This is no longer just a military battle. It is a race between surveillance and concealment, truth and propaganda, vigilance and complacency. All right, that's end the news in details. Please, if you find this video interesting, share this video, like this video. Lastly, please subscribe. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video. Bye for now.